poison, tell me what you do.
Okay, so it's been 3 years since an official Kendrick Lamar album released, and within all that time it's been speculation from the fans, drama circulating around the TDE label, and pure silence from Kendrick himself on anything regarding music. But now, as of recently, Talk, the head of TDE, has been more active in regards to music from his label, teasing upcoming music from SZA, Isaiah Rashad, and Kendrick Lamar himself. So to commemorate a hopefully soon rollout of a Kendrick Lamar project, let's take a look back at his older projects and rank them on a tier list, from S tier being the best of his work and D tier being mediocre trash. But for this list, I won't be ranking his project Untitled Unmastered, nor his Black Panther project, since one of them are just unfinished Lucy's, and the other one is more of a collaborative work than just a Kendrick Lamar album. Starting off with the rollout of a long music career in Kendrick's life with his debut project Overly Dedicated, he definitely came into the industry taking in this more contemporary style, with these wavy and jazz-like beats to complement his high-pitched or raspy voice within his rapping. Starting off with the song Growing Apart, featuring Jhené Aiko, who was also gaining traction around the time of this album coming out, you can definitely sense some of the same elements that you see in his later projects, with the slow vibe and wonderful singing from Aiko that's such a great intro into a debut project. The issue for me is that as the album progresses, it becomes more messy and it's a bit off with the mixing. It's kinda as if you can still see Kendrick is still figuring out things out with his musical direction, with the songs such as Alien Girl, Ignorance is Bliss, and Opposites Attract carrying different waves from each other. But for a debut album, it's not a bad start to a long road, which is why it's going on the C tier to start off my list. Rolling into Kendrick's second project, you can see that he's quickly gained his footing into what he wants to address within his music, taking the more contemporary style of hip-hop and using it to talk about the realities of life and his own personal growth. Once again, you're seeing elements from this album that are carried into future projects, such as the song Hole Up having its more smooth but high energy style, being a strong element within his next project, Good Kid, M.A.A.D City. One of the more liked songs from this project, ADHD, is a very good headliner for the mainstream attention that Kendrick's starting to get within his career, setting in stone that low-key energy that Kendrick likes to use within his songs. While this project was decent, I still see it as a thought piece for Kendrick when it comes to figuring out what kind of direction he wants to take within his musical career, which is why this will also go on a C tier along with Overly Dedicated, as it still needed some work.
Every second, every minute, man, I swear that she can get it.
A staple within Kendrick Lamar's career, and one of my more favorite hip-hop albums of the 2010s, Good Kid, M.A.A.D City definitely sets in stone the kind of wave that Kendrick wants within his music, with hit tracks such as Poetic Justice and Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe, having a smooth and more commercialized sound that can reach just about any hip-hop fan. Other songs such as Sing About Me I'm Dying of Thirst and Money Trees, featuring longtime collaborator J Rock, have created debates within and outside of the Kendrick Lamar fanbase of what is the best song he's ever created. Personally, I think it's Money Trees, but that's my own opinions. This project is very well rounded, having both mainstream hits and more low-level tracks for people who just like to turn up and people who like to dive more into Kendrick's discography, which is why this is going directly in the S tier for me.
When I get signed, homie, I'm acting fool. Hit the dance floor, strobe lights in a room.
For the next album on this list, we look at an album that can be regarded as Kendrick's best work, being debated with alongside Good Kid, M.A.A.D City, and also being the core ingredient in the creation of black people.
Sugar, seasoning salt, and a bunch of other ill shit. These were the ingredients used to create the baddest bitches alive.
This album hits about every mark that a woke rapper would wish to hit within a project, talking about the exploitation and degradation of black people within the American mentality and history. Starting off with the song Wesley's Theory, talking about black materialism and how the music industry knowingly uses black artists as gateways to money and just throws them away in the end. Overall, Kendrick really just has the ability to really hold everything together within this project, with the features also greatly complementing him to truly make a well-rounded album. So on that note, the project To Pimp a Butterfly is for sure going into the S tier due to its grand storytelling and funky style to help teach a lesson in the realities of life as a black person within this country.
It's a secret society. Oh yes, it's right.
Now last, but definitely not least on this tier list is the album Damn, that Kendrick released back in 2017 and was his last solo project that he dropped. In comparison to his last two albums, this one deteriorates in terms of quality, seeming more like a mainstream piece than the usual storytelling or contemporary style that we've gotten from Kendrick these past couple of years. Carrying hidden features from Rihanna, Zachary, and more, he still definitely has the ability to make a hit song, with the tracks Love and Loyalty charting on the Billboard 100 during the time of this album's release. My main issue with this project is that it felt somewhat off course from what we've been hearing, and it just doesn't seem to piece together well when listening to it over and over. The production and mixing is good, but it just seems like a jumbled mess of Kendrick attempting to apply both a new style and the old style towards his music, which is why I'll be going into the B tier of this list. Overall, this is the list that we're left with in the end, with Good Kid, M.A.A.D City and To Pimp a Butterfly holding the top spot, while Section 80 and Overly Dedicated sit at the lower C tier. I want to thank everyone for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this, and if you like my fresh ass illustrations throughout this video, feel free to follow my friend via the link in bio while following me as well on Instagram and Twitter. On that note, I'll see you guys on Friday for another review. Peace.
Why the fuck is Jasper on the swing set again? Fucking Jasper, I told you!